Let's turn now to the Global Climate Summit in Dubai, where the COP28 President, Sultan Al Jaber, has been urging leaders to get the job done on reaching an agreement. With just 4 days left, he called on delegates to step up and come out of their comfort zones. The main sticking point seems to be the wording of an agreement on the future of fossil fuels. So while governments move slowly, can private finance speed things up? OK, well, let's talk now to Badr Jafar, who's Special Representative for Business and Philanthropy and the boss of Crescent Enterprises. Thank you so much for joining us. How big a role is there for private finance, businesses, companies at COP, do you think?
So an overarching comment is that if the COP process is going to move from pledges and declarations to action and implementation, no matter which way the political winds are blowing in capitals around the world, we simply must see the private sector, including business and philanthropy, fully engaged as an equal partner alongside government and civil society towards a net zero and nature positive existence. At COP28, this is exactly what we strove for, hosting the Business and Philanthropy Climate Forum that saw over 1,300 CEOs and philanthropy leaders from over 100 nations, representing the full spectrum of industry, from energy to fashion and agriculture to space, and was by far the largest engagement of business ever in COP. And in 2 days, we saw close to $7 billion in new commitments towards climate and nature action.
But in terms of speeding up the process of reaching an agreement, how much influence can business have on world leaders, do you think?
Well, the forum itself and COP28 was clearly not a talking shop. Across the 60 or so engaging sessions that took place, we saw over 25 action-oriented outcomes and commitments across the COP28 action agenda, including on fast-tracking a just energy transition, unlocking climate finance, and putting nature, lives and livelihoods at the heart of climate action. We saw the launch of new blended finance vehicles to unlock billions of dollars to accelerate climate action across the global south, new philanthropy moonshots for climate and nature, a large-scale innovative venture fund kicking off with 10 innovation projects focused on renewable energy and protection of natural habitats and biodiversity, and a capital facility to provide direct financing for indigenous peoples and organizations working alongside these all-important communities to protect and restore nature and biodiversities. So it has to be an all-hands-on-deck approach, and the idea that we can combine business with philanthropy and government, of course, to create and generate the multiplier effect to go from the billions that we have to the trillions that we need is, of course, essential and something COP28 is embracing.
Badr, look, thank you so much for joining us.